Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
On today's episode, we're talking about Cedar Ridge and their quintessential release.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about this particular Cedar Ridge product?
All right. This is this beautiful Cedar Ridge American single malt, the quintessential signature blend of Iowa, given to us donated to us by our wonderful Travis Waller, the patron saint of Iowa whiskey. All right. As usual, he brings us amazing Cedar Ridge products. And we couldn't believe when I sent Murphy an email the other day how many of them we have from Travis. Some are just samples, but still, it's a tremendous amount of them.
Yeah.
I do want to say this comes with like the coolest little handout here. You can make me big. And it comes and tells you like their whole fermentation process, the whole distillation, and everything goes in. I mean, that's called some serious transparency. I really like that comes with the bottle. But anyway, the nerdy cool stuff. So it is 46%. It is, of course, they've been making wine there, but the Cedar Ridge done about 10 generations now since the 1700s in Mosel, Germany. You see the full history of them on the back from probably, oh my gosh, almost 3 years ago when we started doing some Cedar Ridge products. It was a long time ago. All right, so Jeff and Quint, which are the obviously the people that own Cedar Ridge. So Jeff is the father, and Murphy is the son, Quint. They are both Scotch lovers. Of course, they make mostly bourbon and all those things. They worked on malt for about 15 years, and then they started making malt. And they bring their malt down. If it's only one kind of malt, it's a 2-row barley made up at the Prairie Malt plant in Biggar, Saskatchewan. What a fun place to get it from.
That's fun.
I know. And then they use 100% peated and 100% non-peated. Then they take them and combine them. But of course, it's a lot more complicated than that. Then they have this fun, like I said, this little thing here. So they take it, they distill it to 148 proof, then cut it down to 120. Then they barrel it part of the peat for 5 to 6 years, and then the unpeated for another 2 to 3 years in their ex-bourbon Cedar Ridge barrels. Then they take it, since they're also a winery, they have a tremendous amount of their own calves, merlots, chardonnays, all sorts of fun stuff they make there. And they also take other ones, ports, sherries, rums, cognacs, brandies from other distilleries as well. And they put them all together for another 1 or 2 years. And then they have this amazing Solera vat, which they take and they dump it all in there. So it always stays halfway full. And then it stays there for about 3 weeks, because otherwise it would be a mess if you try to drink it for 3 weeks. Let it marinate for an additional 3 weeks, and then taste it at about 6. And then whenever it gets to the point that it's ready, then they'll bottle it, empty half of it down, and then over the next 3 weeks, they'll refill it again with different barrels from all over the estate, which is, I think, 400 or something acres. It's a large place. So anyway, they have this really awesome thing that they do here, and so this made this quintessential. So the sign ran away. Let's see what we think of it.
Solera cask, the epitome of the infinity bottle.
Right. Yeah, basically the over and over again. I think it's 1,100 gallons, so it's a very large vat. It's not a small thing to fill.
We also just had Murphy on last Monday.
We did. And we're going to have him on the show on the 28th of February. He'll be on to do all the Cedar Ridge things. And so this product started in... Do what?
I said, so keep an eye out for that.
Yes. And this product started in June of 2020. And the one in particular doing is batch 6. So just in case you're wondering.
Well, the batch or what? Just going to get older and essentially better and better?
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal.
Yeah, because you can't put an age statement on a Solera product because you don't know, because there's theoretical things are always in there. So things could be older, things could be younger, but theoretically they're always getting older and older as they're sitting in there. But there's just no way to say, hey, it's this. And as you know, with an age statement, it has to all be that. And you can't do that with a Solera product. But we don't care. It tastes amazing. And that's all that matters.
Remind me again what the proof is on this.
This one is 46%, so 92 proof.
92. Okay.
And obviously no coloring, no chill filtering, none of that stuff.
It smells higher than 92.
It does.
It does. I would agree.
Oh, it's so fruity.
It is so very fruity.
The wine casks to me are what just absolutely are just being showcased here.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The malt is there, but to me it's a secondary note behind just so many different types of berries and tree fruits that I associate with lots of different types of styles of wine.
Yeah, to me, lots of pear, fig, dates, raisins, plums. Then mixed with some violet and lavender, cardamom, coriander, a little brown cracked bread, oatmeal, essence of orange, milk chocolate, little birch beer, tea, a tinge of smoke, and that's like I know there's like there's peat in it, but it's a very small component to it. It's there, but it's like the very last thing that's really coming through in the nose for me is the peat.
All I would
So
get
much
from
fruit.
the only thing I would say about a peat note would be like a mossy vegetation.
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
not iodine. It's not burning rubber peat.
No, definitely not. It reminds me of like a Highland peat.
Okay. I don't even really get that Highland peatness. I don't get the heather peat or anything like that.
That's even a bigger plus. But yeah, it's just, but the fruit, like you said, it's just the overall just super fruity.
The fact
It's a
that it's
beautiful
blended
note.
in and blended through in the Solera casks and
Mhm.
whatnot probably waters down that peat so much over the time.
True.
And then on top of it, like you said, the different cask finishes that they mix in, and just it's kind of like it's just there just to say it's there.
Maybe so.
Could be.
Because
Smells
I
wonderful.
don't get anything but, like William said, just an earthy kind of feel to it. That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go so far as to call it mushroom.
No, it's more grassy, mossy.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
pretty
like
peat.
damp mud.
Behind the fruit, Matt mentioned the oatmeal. I do get a kind of a cereal.
note. That's that malt
Uh-huh.
coming through.
I think I want to go swimming in the Solera vat. I think that'd be fun.
I
Sounds
don't
like a
think
great
they should
time.
let you.
Yeah,
I think they would definitely not let me do that.
I think that's
Pretty
a
confident.
sanitation issue, and
Yeah.
maybe if they can like pull out a tub just for you, and just fill a
Pour
bathtub.
it all over me. It'll be fun.
I'm sorry, sir. How much of this are you willing to buy again?
You're right.
I want to take a bath in it. How much is it for that?
2 barrels.
2 barrels.
Warmed to 113.
You smell amazing after that. You can get the smell of it out of you for weeks. Your pores are just pour out whiskey.
You get stopped by the cops and they're like, excuse me, sir, have you been drinking?
No,
Promise
just
I haven't.
bathing in it.
Blow the breathalyzer perfectly clean, but you still smell of whiskey.
That's right. I bathe in it. How does it make you feel?
Those berries are right up front on the palate, and it's got this warming feel at the end, and it drinks like it's higher than 92.
It really does.
And
It's more like 100.
Insane.
And I don't know if it's maybe a cinnamon feel to it that makes it drink like it's higher than that, because I do get a little bit of cinnamon on the back.
Cinnamon black pepper, I think is what's called.
But those berries take over right at the
Yeah.
front. And they're very
still-
fruity.
Tons of pear, peaches,
And I don't get any peach.
birch tree, black. It's got a little black tea, creme brulee, vanilla caramels. Same
Yeah.
cereal malt, but a little bit more smoke. I wouldn't say it's really peat. The peat's there, but it's more smoke to me
I
than
agree
anything.
with that. A little bit like a char feel.
I was just about to say
And-
the same. Very, very heavy barrel char.
It does have a little
Yeah.
bit of that earthiness to it, but it's
Mhm.
not overly prominent, but it's there if you search for it. But as far as peat goes, it's not medicinal. It's not burning
Mm-mm.
rubber. It's not
It's-
tire fire. It's not that type of peat. And it's not heather peat tea either.
No, it's
No, I would
none
say
of the
it's
it's none of the things that have ever associated with peat. And
Yeah, I wonder where they get the peat from. We never asked him that. We'll have to ask that when he comes on the show. Find
Well,
out.
which is also, again, while I say that maybe it's just there just to say it's there, everything else covers it up.
Mhm.
You know, the
Yeah.
cap that they're using.
Oh, but even without the peat, there's no. I don't feel like it needs it. I don't feel like it
Oh, I don't
needs a
think-
thread of
I
it.
don't-
This is.
I don't feel
a
like it does either.
beautiful, beautiful whiskey.
Yeah, it's really good. I enjoy it.
What's my
Yeah, it's
price
got a
point on it?
nice, like a nice, real nice mulled spice on it with some
Yeah.
ginger and coconut, sandalwood,
Yeah, like allspice feeling. Sandalwood, that's a good
church
one.
incense.
Incense. I was gonna
Mhm.
say.
Oh, like that's yeah. I think that smoky peatiness really makes the incense come out, though. And I think
I
that's
think
why
so
you
too.
add it.
I think so
Um,
too. It adds
it's
that
really
smoke
good.
element. Smoke
Man,
and
if this is this good at 92, I want to know what this tastes like at cast strength.
Cast
It must be
strength.
fucking unbelievable. We need to make that happen. I want to try a cast strength version of this. That would be awesome.
The second sip in, I got more of like a waxy walnut, like a
Okay.
Oloroso.
like an Oloroso sherry finish.
Oh, Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's okay. If you're looking for, there's a lot of sulfur actually. A lot of Oloroso. Oh, wow. Tremendous amount of it.
Oh,
It's good.
Yeah.
whoa!
That's really good.
Taste it with the water.
It's almost gone though.
Whoa!
That's a really, really good product.
That brings out berries for days. Like I don't get anything else.
That's
I
exactly
get
what I was going to say.
berries for days, like strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, cherries,
Yes.
schnozberries.
Yes. so many berries.
All the berries.
Yeah, it just came flooding to the surface.
Wow.
Wow.
Right?
It's like sugar covered berries.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's good.
Ooh, that's good with the drop.
It's good with water.
With syrup poured over it. Ooh, that's really good. That's wow.
Like the topping without the ice cream.
Yeah, this would be really fun. Actually, I think this would be a fun one to put a cube in to see how it's changed over time. I think this would be a really fun. This is a very complex whiskey. This is very good.
It really is. It's got a lot going on in that glass.
Yeah, and
for it to change
$60.
that much, $60 if you can find it.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, it's limited because it's eventually, hopefully, be in more states. It's in several states, and you can get it shipped. I was looking at the website. You can get it shipped to most states, so that's the good news. Texas is not excluded off the list, so looks like we might actually be able to order this one.
Wow!
But
there are
really
a lot of companies.
Don't tell me that.
There are a lot of companies that are finding little loopholes.
Yes.
To make things happen in places near you. So if you thought that you couldn't get things shipped to you before, maybe check again.
Yeah, can't hurt. I mean, no, this is quite good. I really enjoy this.
Yeah. Me too. I like it a lot.
Looking forward to even more older versions of it. I mean, this is good. Like I said, we don't know how, but let's say it's 5 years old, just for shits and giggles point. But yeah, it's only going to get older and better. So pretty scary for this young, amazing American single malt. This whole category is just awesome.
Yep. Watch it grow, man.
We're excited to do so.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell and come hang out with us live on Monday nights. And until next time,
keep on crusading for the whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.